Hey man, I got my brother Etienne right here. You know,
What it
it's
do,
it's so
baby?
crazy. What we know? How long we know each other now for?
We've known each other for 5 years.
5 years.
5 years, cause what? I just turned 30, and we met when I was turning 25.
You know what's so crazy? I looked at the picture when we was cooking chicken, when we was cleaning the chicken.
With Grandy.
You know, I
Yeah.
was thinking about posting that birthday picture, but I was like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep that one for us. You know,
I appreciate that, but it's fine. Those are memories that we've shared. Those are very personal memories.
you doing yoga.
Yeah, man.
This was your first day teaching the class.
It's first time teaching the class.
How long you been going to class for? Learning
Uh,
yourself?
so I've been doing yoga for the last year and a half with Walk Good. My cousin, Namaste Marley Ray, she's a licensed yoga instructor. And so I really learned, or I was really inspired by her teaching the class at Walk Good every Sunday. But then I realized, I was like, damn, if I'm going to hold space for so many people, I was like, I feel like I need to be certified myself. So these last 12 weeks, last 10 weeks, I've been in the middle of my yoga teacher training. So now I'm about to finish. Got 2 more weeks. I present my final, and I will be yoga certified.
So you've been through a lot in your life, such as I. But how did this help
How
you?
you just go straight into you've been through a lot in your life?
No, because cause you're doing yoga right now, and it's like I see you calm, cool, collective, but I didn't meet this calm, cool, collective guy.
I was pretty calm, cool, collective when you met me 5 years ago.
I can see the difference, bro.
Yeah?
I can see the difference, and
Yeah.
I'm quite sure you probably can see the difference in me.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and I think as
Nah, you
brothers-
still the same. No, I'm kidding.
What? I think as brothers, we definitely got to check in on each other. I mean, I didn't know you when you was living in Philly, but I can understand through the stories how wild it was. You gotta give me a crazy story.
All right, crazy story. Where should I begin?
You just got to Philly,
Mm.
going to college. You
Right.
got all you fresh out of LA. It's a
Yeah.
different experience.
Well, actually, so I just gotten out of college. No, I got out of high school. I was going to the school in Austin, Texas, called Houston Tilson University. I was there for 2 years. I had a really bad experience at my high school. And my mom said, you're not going to spend your senior year here in Los Angeles because you're just doing too much. You're wilding out. I need you to get your shit together, for lack of a better word. And my mom sent me to Austin, Texas. If I were to get a 3.0 or above, I was able to stay another semester and then figure out if I wanted to stay there another year. I got a 3.0, stayed in Austin for another year, and I was... Hold on. Pause, because this is Coco, and she's about to take off. It's my sister. Coco Moco.
Coco Moco.
No, I was just making sure that you're good. You about to take off?
I'm just waiting for board.
Okay. Say hi to Rashad. We're recording the podcast right now.
Oh, his podcast?
Yeah, he's shooting his podcast right now, so you're in the middle of it.
You're in the middle of it,
Okay,
Coco.
later.
All right, love you.
History.
Love you back.
Bye.
Be safe.
So I left Austin, Texas to go to Drexel University and study film and theater. But while I was in Austin, that's like where I learned, really to be an entrepreneur, how to be a freelance filmmaker, if you will. I spent a lot of my time shooting some of your favorite rappers from Kendrick, J. Cole, Wale, Wiz Khalifa, Currency, Mac Miller, Big Sean. And that really opened up my eyes to what the future of hip-hop was going to be. And that was the first time. That was when YouTube was just starting to bubble up and vlogs were becoming a thing, and recap videos of all your favorite events were starting to, pop off. And after a year of doing that, I left, transferred, went to Drexel University, and just solely studied on the art, the history of film and TV. And while I was there, I just felt like my partying characteristics were just catching up to me. And I was just partying to the excess. Drinking, smoking, having too much fun, not enough schoolwork. And in the midst of me partying and not focusing on my schoolwork
And drinking.
yeah, and drinking, it it brought me to a path that I'm not proud of, but it's a part of my story and a part of my journey. So, in my junior year of college, no, my sophomore year of college, I had a DUI. Drove my car into a tree, car flipped over, caused me to have a brain injury. I had microscopic hemorrhaging in my brain, so that means I was bleeding on my brain, and it caused me to have like these really bad manic episodes, and nobody could tell like what was going on. Everybody thought I was on drugs. I wasn't on drugs, but I was showing the effects of like what drugs were. Molly was becoming a thing, and people thought I was on Molly. But it wasn't. I just had a bad brain injury, and it caused me to
lose yourself a little bit.
Yeah, and went to the psych ward. We talk about mental health a lot, but I really know what mental health looks like, or lack of mental health looks like.
Wow.
Having gone through that situation.
And that like changed your decision making skills to today? You don't drink
Hell
at
no,
all?
that didn't change my decision making skills.
Okay.
It definitely was the inspiration. Like that was like the first wake up call, but I fell back asleep.
You fell back asleep? And then how many years later you leaving the liquor store, or you leaving the club, or where you was leaving when you got shot?
Well,
Is it a year later, 2 years?
So it all happened within a year. So the DUI happened December 13th, 2012. And then I got shot November 13th, November 9th, 2013. And that was within 11 months. So I had the DUI, and then 11 months later, went to a party with some friends, got drunk. Last thing I remember was taking a shot of Fireball. Then I woke up in the hospital, and they told me that I got shot twice in my leg with a grazed bullet on my eyebrow.
Do you feel like, I know my life, everything happened within a year. Like my whole
All
thing,
the bad shit?
Yeah, all the bad shit. All the most craziest things happened. I would say within the 2 years, because I got charged when I was 17, and then
Charged
I
with
was
what?
18.
Yeah, what was it? Was the stealing the car? What'd you do?
No, this was the counterfeiting thing.
Okay.
I had $100 bills, a bunch of them going around passing.
You know I did that shit too.
You did.
I was stupid. I was thinking about that the other day. My boy used to print out these fake $100 bills, as fake as ever. I tried using it at a damn In-N-Out. Motherfucker looked at this shit, was like, "You want to give me a real 20?"
No, we were washing $5 bills and printing over them, so it's the real bill.
Oh, that's smarter.
So whenever you put the pin on it, when you give it to the lady or the guy, it come back as clear, because it's a real bill,
Right.
But
How'd you get caught?
so if I think I did, I'm glad I got caught, because I would have kept going. But every Walmart is linked to each other. I was in Pennsylvania, and I will go to all the major Walmarts, all the major high-end whatever, and just spend the money and get real money back, right? So I just keep going to get iPads and high-end stuff. They're paying attention to me, in every store, because their cameras are all linked to each other. So, yeah, I don't want to go into detail, but the Secret Service came in after that, after two days of me
Secret
doing
Service
it.
is the FBI. Secret Service is the people who secure the president.
Secret Service came in, trucks, black U.S. SUVs, Tahoes, Suburbans outside,
What?
plain
It wasn't the
clothes.
FBI. It wasn't.
It was the Secret Service. They came in plain clothes. Said, "Hey man, I was on the phone," and he just walked up to me and said, "Put your hands behind your back. You have the right to remain silent." I just looked behind me. I'm like, this is a regular dude, but he's white and he blue-eyed, and he's just looking at me like, look, if you decide to go anywhere, the whole building is surrounded. Like, I'm like, I just put my hands behind my back and just started walking. I hung up the phone and said, hey, I'm going to call you back. I didn't even explain what was going on. I said, hey, I'm going to call you back. And I just walked out and got in the trucks and drove off.
This is the same year you had a child.
This is the same year. No, this is the same year right before her. I went to jail. I was going crazy. Right after that, I ran away from the police because I had
ran away
temp
from
tags.
the police.
Yeah, I got out of jail. Then I got temp tags on my car. I kept getting temp tags until the VIN number was off one time on the tag. Got pulled over once. Got locked up. This is after I got released from the Secret Service. So this is why all in the same year, just doing the most dumbest shit. You know, I'm literally got a case on my back, and not even acknowledging it, thinking I'm the most powerful, like, human. Like, nothing
How
can
old
happen
are
to me.
you?
17.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 17. So
What?
So I go in. I go, bro. And the next, I get arrested. And then the day after, 2 or 3 days after, I get my car out. I had enough money. I get my car out, and I'm out on bail, and I go put some more temp tags on my car. Like 3 days later, bro, and
You just didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give a fuck. Man, police came behind me. Guess what I did?
What?
Floored it. I'm in a Suburban. I'm in a big ass Suburban.
I remember you telling me the story.
Going crazy. Running for like an hour, yo. Like,
So you fled.
helicopters.
You fled the cops.
Helicopters, dogs, all types of stuff going on, yo. They caught me after an hour later. It's crazy.
What?
Anyway, back to you, my nigga. Yo, so you get grazed. You get out.
I didn't get grazed, nigga. I got shot.
I mean, you let me finish.
All right, get grazed.
Get
All right,
grazed.
Continue. All right.
Get shot.
Mm-hmm.
You out. Now I know you to be the man that never drinks, ever.
Don't drink.
No drugs, no
No.
nothing. You in Hollywood, you know. You had some experience on the show,
What show?
Baldwin.
Oh.
And how are you coping with all your friends? Like, how are you building this community of, nah, I'm good, and everybody else around you is still, how do you keep that discipline?
I feel like if they're really your friends, people will hold you accountable. You know, if you let your friends know what your boundaries are.
Well, first of all, what's the story you told yourself before you did that, though? You know, like how do you stick to this thing? You doing this by yourself. You get what I'm trying
Well,
to say?
I think I developed like a phobia where I thought if I were to smoke or drink, some bad shit is gonna happen. You know, I was tired of some shit going down because I was inebriated. I was tired of like calling my mom and no shit. I didn't even call my mom. I called my sister. Anytime something bad happened, after DUI, if I get shot, call my sister. Cause I wasn't strong enough to tell my mom that I had gotten a DUI. I wasn't strong enough to tell my mom that I had gotten shot. I also didn't have a story. Like, I didn't know what happened. You know. So my sister's always been the first person to know, because I always felt like she's someone who I could trust. She won't tell my mom, but she'd always tell my mom. I said, Coco, don't tell mommy I got shot. She goes, tell mommy. I said, Coco, don't tell mommy I had a DUI. She goes, tell mommy I had a DUI.
Wow.
That's what she was supposed to do.
So with this experience, how important is truth to you You're an actor. You are what? What? Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because we took acting class together. So it's like,
Well, I'm asking this because a lot of people you kind of got brought up into the industry, you know.
kinda, I did.
You did.
Hmm.
And you can tell the people who's trying to get you to believe something rather than the people who's actually doing it, you know.
Hmm.
So, did you ever have to fake it till you make it? You know? No?
Nah, I feel like in every situation, I've been myself. I've always been very genuine with my heart, my beliefs, my thoughts, my choices. I think at a younger age, you know, you put on a front, like you try and play too cool for school, like your shit don't stink. I definitely felt that way when I was on TV, when I did my Super Sweet 16,
Mm.
when I did Baldwin Hills. I felt like I was untouchable. I was on TV, I was getting all the girls, I was popular. You know, I was on MTV and BET within 2 years. Like, I felt like I was the man. But then I also like I was running away from something. I felt like I was somebody that I wasn't. And again, it caused me to not focus on my schoolwork. You know, I probably wouldn't have gotten into college had I not left and gone to Texas. Because I just wasn't focused.
Mm.
You know, one word that always replays in my mind when I think about what all my teachers said is, Etienne has so much potential. Potential this, potential that. I was tired of hearing that word, potential. But we all have potential to be better than we were before. I just don't think I really actualized my potential. I saw my potential at that age. And, you know, I think I was running away from my potential through drugs and alcohol. You know, I wasn't able to look within myself. I wasn't able to look at who Etienne was at that time and say, yo, you got to get your shit together. My mind, my judgment was cloudy. I didn't have the introspective that I have now today as a yogi, as a creative, as a filmmaker. But it took all those experiences for me to get to the point that I am at today. So when you ask me, how do I surround myself with good company that respect my boundaries? It's because they know what I've been through in my past. They see who I was, and they now know what I've become. And I think they want to keep me in this light. And so they respect my boundaries. They let me know when I'm fucking up. They hold me accountable. And they love me. And I think that's what keeps me grounded. The fact that I have a lot of love around me, that I exude love, I get that love back. And then and to your question about truth, I feel like lies suck because you have to remember those lies. When you're truthful with yourself and with others, it's like you're free. It's like you're all right, I already told the truth. You know, it might have hurt, it might have sucked, but here's who I am, you know. And once you say who you are, nobody can say shit after that. When you lie, people gonna remember those lies, and you have to remember those lies. And when you trip up and you don't remember that lie, people gonna be like, hold up, that's not what you said. That's not who you really are.
All right. So look, right? The lies, right? We went to Black Panther.
Yeah, that was
world premiere.
All right, y'all. This is my favorite Hollywood story. Yes, we was faking it. We was not telling the truth. But I think it makes for a great Hollywood story. But it's our truth. It's become our truth.
It's become the truth. But what do we do? What was the you're a better storyteller than I am.
All right. So the year is 2016. 2016?
Hey,
I want to make sure.
I'm not the date person. People
When
like,
did Black Panther come out?
we ain't take no pictures that day or nothing?
Yeah, I took pictures that day. You didn't take no pictures that day. When did Black Panther come out, Siri? All right, Siri's helping me. 2018. Wow, 2018? All right, cool.
Sheesh.
All right, so it is the year 2018. And there's a bunch of hype around the movie The Black Panther, starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, directed by Ryan Coogler. We all knew that this was going to be an amazing film. It was the first. No, it wasn't the first. But it was the first big blockbuster. No, it's not the first big blockbuster. Marvel blockbuster, because Blade was the first big Marvel blockbuster. Blade is what kept Marvel alive. But it was the first hero, not an anti-hero, the first hero in the Marvel universe. And it was a highly anticipated film. Like, you remember, everybody was talking about this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
I knew that it was going to be a revolutionary film, and nothing was going to stop me to go to the world premiere.
except yourself.
Nothing was going to stop me.
Because you wasn't, you was.
Come on, let me tell the story.
Okay,
You want me to say the story? You want me to say the story?
Okay.
So, Black Panther premieres coming within a week. And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to get in? At the time, I was working for this organization, AFCA. And I thought that was going to be my end. So I hit up, my boss at the time, like, how can we get this and get into this premiere? He had his ticket. But he was he's making me think that he was going to be able to get a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. Didn't get a ticket. So I called my friends over at Disney. I said, let me get a ticket. And he's like, man, I'm going to be at the theater across the street, because they had two theaters that were playing at the same time. It was at the El Capitan and at the Kodak Theater.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So all the executives, the Disney executives, they were watching at the El Capitan. And then the other people, the main people, were at the Kodak Theater.
Mm.
So I was like, man, bump that. We're going to Kodak Theater.
Right.
So I remember telling you the week before, I was like, let's go to Black Panther premiere. Let's figure it out. And you're like, yeah, man, I got a guy who might be able to get us in. I'll let you know. I hadn't heard from you that whole entire week, Rashad. I hadn't heard from you. I was like, all right, well, I guess we're not going. But then you called me. I was at the gym. I was on the treadmill. He was like, yo, bro, we just going to figure it out. That's what Rashad always does. We're going to figure it out. I was like, all right, bro. And then my mom, she started pressing the issue. She said, yeah, just go. Just go. She's like, you already have the car. Rashad at the time had this big black SUV, Suburban. And he was like, let's just go. I was like, all right, bro. Let's just figure it out. So we drive up to Hollywood and La Brea, expecting that the whole road is going to be blocked off. Lo and behold, there's a parking spot right there in the middle of Hollywood, right across the street from the Kodak Theater. No security, no nothing. Park the car, hop out, and see this long line down the red carpet. Long-ass line. Lo and behold, we just say, just gonna figure it out. That's the thing. That was the theme for the night. We're gonna figure it out. You feel me? See this long purple red carpet. All these big music execs, movie execs, actors, hold for plane.
No, keep going.
You want to keep going? All right. You like the sound?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And I remember we cut the whole entire line. Security was like, "Yo, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?" I said, "Yo, we're just trying to get to the front. We're trying to meet up with our boss." We were making it seem as if though we were assistants to some movie exec.
Some shit.
So we get to the front of the line. We see it's like different lines for different names. We go to the A through E line. We say, "Yo, I'm the assistant of so and so, friend of so and so." We ain't got no tickets. We go to E to the H line. "Yeah, I'm the assistant of so-and-so, friend of so-and-so." No tickets. We go to the H all the way to Z. We ain't got no tickets. So now we're just sitting at the entrance like some sitting ducks. I'm seeing Issa, Ray, who's a good friend of mine.
Can I interject real quick?
What?
That was the first time that my skills of getting in somewhere went corporate.
How?
Because in that position, you can't go. You only can say but so many names.
Uh-huh.
You know, you can't go in. You can't. You only have a small window to talk until they get it. Because it wasn't a lot of people in there like that. It wasn't like like a concert where you got, you know, when Beyonce performed, you got everybody who's who coming in. You don't know who's who. You know what I mean? This little space in this tent is only allotted for the guests and the cast. That's all we had.
Yeah, it sucked.
Resume.
Now, so at this point, I kind of just gave up. I was like, man, we ain't getting into this damn premiere. I'm seeing all my celebrity friends go in, do the red carpet, walk right past me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see you inside. Like, yeah, I'll see you inside. I'll see you at the after party. Like, yeah, I'll see you. Peace. So now we're just sitting over by the barricades. I'm watching all my friends take photos on the purple carpet. And I'm like, all right, I'm just, Rashad, let's go home. Rashad, where are you? I look around, Rashad is gone. I look at my phone. I see Rashad's calling me. I say, Rashad. Yo, Rashad, where you at? Look up. Go straight right now. I said, Rashad, what the fuck are you talking about? Go right now. Yo, I look over where Rashad is at. Rashad is past security, and security is tending to this woman who fell right in front of the entrance. He's go. Yo, I walked right past security. Nobody looked at our badge. We didn't have any badges, but nobody looked at us. We just kept on walking. Then Rashad's ass, your ass gonna want to fucking take photos of the purple carpet. I said, no, we do not have time to take photos of the purple carpet. That's gonna be a sure sign that we do not have our tickets, because they're gonna ask for it. So we keep on walking. The woman says, all right, you're gonna look up, you're gonna give them your phone, you're gonna lock your phone. I was like, all right, fine. My dumb ass gave them my phone. They locked my phone. Rashad was smart. He tucked his phone inside and said he didn't have a phone. Now it's like 10 minutes before showtime. We finally get towards the entrance. They lock my phone. Then the ushers are like, yeah, would you like us to help you? Would you like us to help you get to your seat? Rashad like, no. We got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. No, we got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. We enter inside the Kodak Theater. Now it's everybody. It's who's who. Like, whoever was in Hollywood, whoever was popping at that time, was in there. Donald Glover, Issa Rae, Lena Waithe, the whole cast of Lion King. And we're like, all right, where do we go? Where do we sit? Because we don't want to sit in nobody else's seat. So our dumbasses go all the way to the front. Man, we sitting there, we cool, we chilling. Nobody's bothering us. Wrong. We done took the seats of some orphan kids that were donated by like the Red Cross or some shit. We see these kids, they looking at us and they're like confused, like, are these our seats? And we're like, oh fuck.
Oh man, come on, you can have this. You can have this. Come on, you know.
You got it.
One might not have had no hair.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna go in. But it was
You're the worst.
it was a crazy situation.
Man, so we get up off the seat and we go back towards the back of the theater, and then we just started seeing people that we knew. If I remember correctly, you saw like DeAndre Jordan, who was playing for the Clippers at the time. Y'all had just gone to Houston to give back do some like hurricane relief efforts. Yeah. And
Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah, Hurricane Harvey. And then I started seeing some of my friends, and now the show's about to start. And I see my boy Denzel Whitaker, who's sitting next to Jill Scott, out of all people. And we start chopping it up, and he tells me that he's in the movie. Now I'm looking around again. Rashad is nowhere to be found. Where did you go?
I went to the back to have a seat.
I was like, yo, where is he? Because I was lost. I was like, because now I don't know what seats are available. So I'm chopping it up with Denzel, and Denzel just come by himself. I was like, bro, you in this movie and you just came to the premiere by yourself? Nah, man, we gonna kick it. And so on the right side of the theater, there's like a bunch of empty seats. So he and I just sat in the seat, and I really got to see like the glimmer and the shine in his eye. He was looking at himself on the movie, in the movie. He has a scene with what's his name from This Is Us? What's homeboy's name?
I forgot his name.
Oh my god! I gotta pull up my phone. It's the tip of my freaking tongue. This Is Us. What's his name? Yo, black guy on This Is Us. Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown. He's in the scene with Sterling K. Brown. I just remember seeing Denzel like just look at himself and be like, yo, that's me. I'm in Black Panther. I'm in the Black Panther film. And that was just really, really inspiring to see a friend of mine in one of the biggest films of that year, probably of that decade, really,
right,
for black movies.
Right.
Just seeing like how happy he was to be a part of history. And that was what I remember most about that night. Not just sneaking in, but remember receiving that inspiration. Just having that experience with him really, really made my night.
Man, I'm from Baltimore, bro. I didn't grow up in the entertainment industry, nor did I see that many powerful people in one room. Do you understand? My heart, I was having anxiety. Everything was going crazy. Like, I was I don't even remember the film that much as I remember watching it home. Like, because I couldn't sit still. My eyes were just wandering, just looking at everybody. I'm not even about to list names, but it was just everywhere. Like, you just walk up and go to the bathroom and take a piss, and you like, oh, shit.
It was probably a couple $1 billion in that room.
Couple $1 billion in that room.
Couple billion.
I'm so mad at the fact that I ain't take advantage of nothing. I just was just looking.
Nah, but like, what did you...
I couldn't even talk, Etienne.
But what did you get out of that night?
I got that I'm ordained to be here. Honestly, that's what I got.
You know what I got?
What?
We're gonna figure it out.
That's what I got? Nah, man. I had a profound moment. It was a profound moment. You don't get you don't do this on Hollywood Boulevard.
On Hollywood Boulevard.
On one of the biggest nights.
Yeah.
History.
With
my boy. Yeah.
That you met at acting class.
That I met in acting class. And and it's crazy because in my mind I used to think we were far apart in spectrum of like work and life and whatever, but to me that situation brung two people together and we did something, and I went like, oh, that is my friend. Like, that is somebody I can like really enjoy the space with. He's not gonna play me when we get into this space. It's all about like real friendship, you know. That's what it was for me. You know, even though we disconnected, you know.
Yeah, bro, fucking lost me both times.
But afterwards, it was like I had to decompress from it. I've never been around that many like. I've never seen my future. I've never seen it, and I've seen what it could be. I've been to music shows and stuff like that. But who doesn't go to a concert? Everybody you can buy a ticket and go to a concert.
Who goes to a world? Who sneaks into a world premiere? Of a blockbuster film,
which we can possibly, and we are going to do in our
life.
You know, and we get to see. We seen. I call it reverse engineering on your career. Like you get to see what you can do, and then you get to work, and then get that thing. You know,
got to do the work. Got to do the work.
After party,
but talking about doing the work, you know, we had not done the work to get in that space, to get invited into that space, right? But because we believe we need to be there.
Well, I have done the work.
God, at that time, we did not do the work.
Say nah, I get you.
At that time, we did not do the work. I think now we're getting to the point where we're doing the work and we're getting invited to places. And
when I say, I gotta clarify. When I say I did the work, I felt like this was equivalent to a bank robbery to me. I have robbed several banks before then, and this was the ultimate grand slam. and
this is the last level.
This was the last level, and I think that's the last time I ever did that. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's definitely the last time I ever did that.
Yeah,
definitely the last time I ever.
So we didn't do the work.
So yeah, we didn't do the work, but I feel like that was an experience that showed us what our life could be. You know, and I think we needed to have that moment and have that experience, so that we can tell our kids about those moments. You know, I really wish we documented that.
I do
whole
too, but we didn't believe.
Man.
I'm gonna be honest. We didn't believe all the way up until the
I
end
think
of the
we
night
were
was
just
over.
so focused on actually trying to get in.
Right.
You know, that like all that extra shit, I think we'd have lost the special the special moment out of it. You know.
So you watching the movie with him.
So watch the movie with him.
Afterwards is the let out.
Is the after party, yo. So So we come out, we're in the lobby, and I go with my boy Denzel. He's mixing and mingling with like the guy who played T'Challa's dad, and we're walking. I'm talking with him about like South Africa. He's from South Africa. And then we get to the Roosevelt Hotel. Roosevelt Hotel is like stacked with security. And everybody's showing the after party ticket and then going in. Showing the after party ticket, going in. And they checking everybody's after party ticket. Now my boy Denzel, he didn't have an after party ticket, but he was in the film. And they wasn't checking for him. So I followed suit. Shit. Denzel in the movie, I'm in the movie too.
Right.
So we go in. The security's like, hey, you don't have a ticket. You have a ticket. I kept walking. So,
let me tell y'all, Etienne got gangster. That's the first time I realized you dropped your balls on that one, nigga. I was like, oh shit, we are alike. Like, but I'm gonna let you have this one, bro. Like, I usually go in, but you were like, if you touch me, like, I was in this film. If you touch me, we're gonna have a problem. And the nigga was just like, then he turned to me, and I was like, yeah, what he said. And then it just didn't work. And if I felt like if I would have pushed that situation a little further,
they would have kicked both of us out.
Yeah, it would have did that. So, the cool thing is, what's her name came out? Issa Rae came out.
And she gave you her tickets, her after party tickets, I remember.
Yeah.
But I was staying in there. Nobody was going to tell me shit. I said, yo.
Yeah, I was calling this nigga. Ain't nobody was going to tell him shit. He was not coming out, nigga. You talk about all the times that I left you and I called you back, nigga. You left. You went in and it was a wrap, nigga. I think I was ready to go, and it was like, no. So I was outside.
Nah, bro. There was everybody in there. Because now I was in a space where I was like, all right, here, this is where I belong.
Mm.
I know everybody in this space. Nobody's gonna kick me out. And when the security guard put his hand on my shoulder, I said, yo, you better get your hand off me. I said, yo, I'm in this film. You're not gonna ruin the best night of my life.
Oh my God, I remember that line, bro. I remember that. Yo, that is probably what made me turn around. I seen that shit, yo. I was like, oh, this nigga is like me.
I said, you're not gonna ruin the best night of my life.
Wow.
Because you think I don't have a ticket? I don't need no fucking ticket. I was like, so you need to go over there, talk to your security. Cause I'm not leaving here. All right?
Yo. Yo.
And he walked out. Nobody talked to me for the rest of the night. Nobody talked to me for the rest of the night. Yeah, and that was our night at the Black Panther premiere.
So fast forward, you done built the upward community of thousands of people in this black film. Did you do it on Clubhouse?
Yeah, so on Clubhouse, I started this club, Filming While Black, and we amassed, 46,000 people onto the app, joined our club, and we were just having conversations about film, black film.
And people just joining a room and
just
getting connected.
Yeah, and just start talking about this film. And then I took it up a level, and
let's go back though, because you had while you was conceptualizing doing it, because there was a lot of capping going on there at first. So how did you create a real community, number one, and what made you go, I'm gonna do this? Because this is the first time that I've seen that you are into something, as we would say, absorbed. You know, this was the first time I seen you actually care about something and go crazy with it.
Cause it was fun. I think whenever something gives me like a really good feeling, I like to follow that feeling. And with Clubhouse, it was a new app. It was invite only. I was in rooms with really dope people. I was in rooms with CEOs and founders.
Have you ever met them outside of this or no?
Nah,
just
met some of these people. Like I was meeting some like really, really dope, genuine people who were really doing dope things in this world. This is the pandemic, so people weren't, they weren't outside the way we're outside now.
Right.
People were just in their house, just always on this app. And like I was making friends. It was weird. It was like I never met none of these people a day in my life, but I could just feel the energy and feel their vibe. And I was like, yo, this is a thing. But anytime I attach myself to something that I know is about to pop off, I try to add purpose to it. Try and make it something bigger than myself. And I'm like, all right, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a curator, an activist. Let me try and build some type of community on here. And, at the time, there wasn't a community that was focused on black films and entertainment. And that's when I thought of the name, Filming While Black. I was on the phone with Tristan MacWild. I call him Tristan because his mama named him Tristan. I'm going to call him Tristan. He goes by MacWilds. He's my god brother. I talked to him about everything. So I was like, yo, what do you think about Filming While Black? And he was like, yo, go with it. And I made the design. And I was like, all right, this is going to be on club. It's like, when you're in elementary school, you make clubs. I felt like a kid again making a club. And then Filming While Black was born. And then I followed all my close friends who were in the entertainment industry. And then I hosted like these weekly rooms, talking about favorite black films. Had some hosts. Tristan was one of my hosts. I had another friend who was an executive be one of my hosts, and we just started to build from there. More people started to see what we were doing, and I started to host like reunion rooms. So I did the reunion for the New Jack City with my boy Wilson Morales. Did the 5 Heartbeats, because this is around the time when it's like people are celebrating the 25th. They're celebrating the 30th anniversary of some of these films.
That's pretty cool. You tapped into like even know and culture like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all because of the help of people and just like noticing. I started just looking up, like, like what were some important black films in 1991.
You started this research while you were doing this?
Yeah, well, I
or
was
you
doing Walk
already
It.
knew?
No, I was doing Walk It already.
Okay.
So starting filming while black was something that I started on top of Walk It.
Okay, so Walk Good was first.
Walk It was first.
And Walk Good is...
Yeah, so once I finished filming while black, well, I didn't even finish it. Filming while black is always going to be there. I have my community there. When I go back, I'll do some rooms. But my focus, my passion is Walk Good LA. Walk Good, we are a fan. There you go, rocking the shirt.
No.
Walk Good LA is a family that brings people together from all walks of life to fight for racial equity through the arts, health, and wellness. Started Walk Good a year and a half ago after the killing of Ahmaud Arbery, being really, really upset and distraught about seeing this black man who looked like me jogging in his neighborhood killed just for being black by some white supremacists. Just really ruined me. And started protesting. Started a protest run right here at this very park, right here at LA High Memorial Park where we're sitting right now. And had like 300, 400 people come out to the first protest. And again, I go with that energy.
And this is the first time you did anything like this?
Yeah, no, it's the first time I organized. It was the first time I organized a protest. And it wasn't just any protest. We didn't march. We ran in this neighborhood.
300 people.
300 people, just about.
Running.
Wouldn't you say that? You were there?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be the eyes looking in right now.
Yeah, but you were there. You saw it. But you know what?
Actually, I was the medic. I was the medic. I was riding around in the car, making sure everybody was cool.
Driving around the SUV. you were Secret Service. And it was tight because I was like, wow, like people really showing up, people really coming together. But I went with my instinct and it was to keep going. And Marley, she just got let go from a yoga studio. She started leading these stretches before we did the run, before we started the protest. And I was like, boom, we're going to teach yoga in the park. This is what we need.
So that's how that, okay.
Yeah, once everybody started stretching, I was like, all right, we could do yoga here every week. And so I wasn't doing yoga, but I knew Marley was good at it, and she was a great teacher. And I was like, yo, Marley, why don't you just start teaching yoga here? She's like, we are so aligned. I was thinking we should do something like that. And I was like, all right, so let's do it. So that next week, the day after Juneteenth, June 20th, we started Breathe Good. So we started on that side of the park right over there. Had like 25 people. 25 people turned 50. 50 people turned 100. 100 people turned 200. And we started taking over the whole entire park every Sunday. The people, when word was getting around LA, like, yo, there's black people in the park doing yoga. And we just had the whole city on lock. And that's how we were able to build our community, out of protests, out of anger, out of fear for our lives, came out this beautiful plant, this beautiful flower that we call Walk Good.
Man, and I want to say I'm so proud of you with that,
Thank
my
you,
guy,
man.
because you started in this park, and then hundreds of people. And I remember over there where you had a line set up and people were like clapping when they coming in. That was like, that is dope. Took it to New York. I think you took it to DC
Yeah,
too.
we went to DC. Went to Martha's Vineyard.
And people actually breathed good.
Man, people breathing good. We breathe everything good, man. Walk good, run good, breathe good, hike good,
your
fight
grandmother.
good.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, man. It starts from Grandy. Grandy is may she rest in peace, Miss Ivy Ralph. She's inspired. And that's wild thinking about that. Knowing that you've met Grandy, got to know Grandy, and then seeing how the life lessons she taught me has manifested into Walk Good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've seen the manifestation of Walk Good. So my grandmother would always tell me, walk good. Every time I leave the house, walk good, Etienne. Be careful, walk in good stride, take care of yourself, be good to others. That's Walk Good. That's what Walk Good means. So what better way to honor my Jamaican roots, my Jamaican culture, and my Jamaican grandmother by calling my life's work Walk Good. And yeah, that's where Walk Good comes from. That's what Walk Good. We are Walk Good.
Now, you went from this protest to actually taking classes.
Yeah, well, now not taking class, not just
Oh,
taking
well, yeah,
classes,
he was
on
teaching
teaching
today.
classes.
Actually, he was teaching today.
Yeah.
Was you teaching on Zoom earlier?
Yeah, oh my God, I taught Mac this morning. I'm telling you, yo, I have a lot of friends, but like Mac is like my brother. He's like my big brother and someone who I could talk. I have a lot of like close friends, right? But that is someone who is like a real important person in my life. You know, like he and I have gotten close throughout the years because we've known each other for the last 11 years now. And to go from like seeing him on TV and then building our own relationship and, you know, getting to know his wife and his daughter and having our own relationship, it's just beautiful to see our relationship grow. And I'm so happy that I can like really call on him whenever I need something. Or when I just need advice, need somebody to talk to. But yeah, I was telling Mac, I was like, yo, I need to teach some folks some yoga.
He was down.
And he was down. And he was like, yo, yeah. So I taught him and his wife, and his baby was right there, baby Tristan. And so that was like my practice flow before I taught class this morning out here in the park. And yo, man, yoga's really changed my life. I'm so glad my cousin really introduced me to this practice. I mean, I was taking classes from other people as well, but yoga really was helping me heal through like some dark times in my life. You know, like it was really helping me like grieve and mourn the loss of the people who I'm like, you know, from losing my grandmother to losing Lyric, my best friend. Yoga was like this release that I didn't know was helping me release a lot of that toxic energy in my spirit. And at that time when I was first doing yoga, like years ago, like 5 years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, no, 3-4 years ago, I didn't know what yoga was doing for my body. But now I'm intentionally doing yoga, and I'm just seeing a drastic change in like how I think, you know, how I move, you know, how I operate. You know, I just feel like I've been living more in abundance, and just living more harmoniously. You know, and when you hear people talk about like yoga and how it's changed people's life, you know, when you haven't done the healing work within yourself, of course it's gonna sound crazy. Of course it's gonna sound weird because you ain't never heard no shit like that.
Right.
Because, like, you know, I remember seeing, like, Russell Simmons doing yoga. I was like, yo, what type of nut shit is this nigga on?
Right,
you know?
Right.
But, you know, he really fucked up, like, what yoga is for a lot of people because of the bullshit that he was doing behind closed doors, right? That was all a facade, you know? But I want to come into this space to really affect lives. You know, I want to make yoga, I want to make healing cool, I want to make it accessible. I want black people to have the resources and the tools to be able to heal and know that they can start their journey too, you know?
It's so dope that, like, so why did you say Russell?
Because Russell Simmons was the first nigga I ever saw do yoga.
Mine too. But you said, I wouldn't go as far as saying he messed it up. Because I ain't gonna lie. He had, so when I came to this town, I didn't know much about yoga, but I did know a couple girls that I've met always did yoga with Russell.
Yeah, but that was the thing, like,
I'm like,
it's not about that, right? And I think, yeah, women doing yoga, more women, that's cool, right? But what Russell was doing that we all didn't know was, like, he was really taking advantage of those women. Like, you know? Like, I'm not gonna go into his story because that's his shit.
You must know the story. I don't know the story, but I do know. Clear the record for anybody, you know, listening.
That nigga weak. I'll let you know that right now.
You have a lot of people, a lot of women showing up And there needs to be a lot more men.
Man, that's what I'm
doing
trying to
we
do,
need
bro.
what
Cause
we're
it was,
doing.
you were the only guy that did yoga with me this morning, which is cool. I love you. I'm glad you're doing yoga with me because you need this shit a lot. But and I love my women. I love them showing up. But I definitely want more men to come out and be vulnerable, man, and be put in these vulnerable positions and just find that release. My focus right now, the intentions that I'm setting right now for my practice is to find your inner child. People know me. I'm a big ass kid. I am a big ass kid, and I feel like sometimes I forget that kid within me. Because I be taking shit just way too seriously, and I forget to have fun in life. And I want people to remind themselves that there is fun in this life, and just don't take yourself too seriously, because time is going to go by and you're going to wish you would have done things in your life that you just didn't. So my practice, I want to focus on finding and redefining what being a child is.
So now that you did all this work, right? You're still an actor,
Yeah,
still a director,
creative.
still a creative.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of creatives don't think that they can do anything but just create, And I'm so happy you got an outlet to not just be focused on, I didn't get the
audition.
I didn't get this, I didn't get that, and it's like you get so fixated on, comparing your value, and what can you say to somebody that's just trying to figure it out? Just trying to figure out how to get the role, how to get the act. Is it really that, or is it really doing work on yourself? It's really
all about doing work on yourself. You gotta continue to fuel yourself.
And you've done acting classes, and you've done a lot of things.
And I'm
so
going back. I'm definitely going back to acting class too. I'd like to see, now that I've been doing this work on myself, I feel like right now is the perfect time to go back into acting class and see how much better I've gotten as an actor. Now that I'm able to tap into my inner spirit, my soul, and really become vulnerable, I think meditation helps. Yoga helps. You become a better actor. It helps you become a better creative. Things just start flowing. When you get that introspective thought, you're able to dig deeper into your characters, you're able to dig deeper into your story, and you start to develop discipline. That's important.
Well, I appreciate you, man, for having this sit down with me.
Oh man, we done already? Then we've been talking for a minute.
Yeah, it's a nice hour. We give it to him,
Right. I love you, man. I love you. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of your growth. You're an amazing human being. You're an amazing dad. And I want you to not give up on yourself, man. Don't give up on yourself. I'm not talking about, your career, your accolades. Just don't give up on your spirit. Don't give up on your ability to look within, and really, 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 really find what you want in this life. And it's not, you don't have to figure it out right now, but start searching and continue to search, because it's not gonna be a short road.
It's not gonna be a short linear. It's gonna be
all over the place,
like it's always been. But
But I want you to tap into those feelings, though. Yesterday you were saying how you just you feel numb, and I'm sorry for putting your business out there, but I remember in a conversation yesterday, like you were saying how
everybody go high pitched.
Really, really just take that time, just to be quiet. I'm trying to find this time for me, just to just shut the fuck up. Like, Etienne, just don't do anything, don't post anything, and just really find moments of stillness so that you can come back better, revitalized, brighter.
Yeah.
I feel like in this day of social media, we have so many things going on around us that we start getting into this FOMO mode, right? Like we missing out on life, when really if we could just take this moment to just be still and just embrace what's happening around us rather than things happening to us, I'm telling you, you're going to have a whole new perspective on your feelings and your emotions, you know? Because then you start to feel what those feelings feel like in those moments of stillness, you know?
Got it. Thank you, brother.
Of course. Love you, man.
Namaste.
Namaste. Ashe.
Sheesh.